Welcome back to Xbox Corner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at 5 hidden gems available right now on Xbox Game Pass. These are the titles for me that see a little less attention than they absolutely deserve. So with that, hit subscribe, join our growing Xbox family, and let's get started. Let me know then in the comments which ones you have played through and drop a comment in support to let others know that title, it's absolutely gonna be worth a look. And just know then, this list it is in no particular order. So first up then we have Haven, the Game Maker's follow-up release to Fury. This could not though be more different. They went from ultra challenging boss rush to a game focused on the theme of essentially love against all odds, with a difficulty curve that is extremely relaxed. Its gameplay focus here, it's exploration and resource gathering, with maybe a dash of turn-based combat, but really it's one for those of you that enjoy a good narrative adventure. It tells the story though of two lovers, Yu and Kei. They've escaped a world that's trying to force them apart, and they've now found themselves on the run and currently residing on what is an uninhabited planet known as Source. I just love the gameplay though, this flying almost mechanic for movement. The locations, they are unique with ruins of what was here before. The characters, the voice acting are top quality, the music as well stunning. I even own the soundtrack on vinyl, and then it's been optimized as well for Series S and X, and those colors, these visuals, they absolutely pop. Completion time finally, this one it's right around 10 hours for just a run of the story, 18 for those out there that want to get all achievements, and then it even supports local co-op, though one player that gives you the freedom to jump between freely Yu and Kei. Cyber Shadow then is a recent release, and if you want hardcore Ninja Gaiden style pixel action platforming, then you found your game. Published by the mighty Yacht Club Games of Shovel Knight fame, it seems they just have an eye for quality because this is absolutely another winner. It's light on story honestly, though there's a few nice cutscenes here and there. I think Synthetics, they've taken over the world, you need to now take them down, but it is the action where it is at. Think here, tons of enemies, precision platforming, and just huge boss moments. You'll be wielding a sword to slash away at your enemies, and as you progress, expect all sorts of almost genre favourite upgrades like Shuriken and the ability to wall cling. The weaknesses on this title, I wish you could duck, it just feels like a mechanic that should be in here. And then there's also a few moments in its platforming where it tries to replicate almost Shovel Knight. You bounce off the heads of your enemies, but it's a little lacking in its implementation honestly. If you can handle the challenge though, it is worth it. It is seriously rewarding to overcome. Just again, do not come here if you get frustrated easily. Runtime, you're looking at right around 8 hours for a single playthrough, 11 for all achievements. Alright, so Bloodroots is a game with a twisted sense of humour, and that creativity in its humour spills over to its gameplay. The story here, you are Mr. Wolf. You find yourself in the Weird West. After a series of unfortunate events, so to speak, you find yourself on the end of an attack and you've been left for dead. Unfortunately for these individuals that attacked you, you survived, and now you set out on a mission to get revenge and, yeah, essentially kill absolutely everyone you see along the way. For the most part, this one though, it can be described as an isometric action game that tasks you just simply with taking down everyone on screen, but what makes it just a little bit different is the idea you can pick up nearly everything in this world and leverage it as some sort of death device. Think wagons, swords, rifles, ladders, axes, even some of the vegetables. It's not taking itself seriously, and it's all the better for it as it embraces this cartoon style world and attitude where blood flows and you will feel like an absolute badass. Not easy as games go, but also I will say not too difficult either, because you just get an adrenaline boost with this one that keeps you coming back, and that weapon variety, it leads to a ton of experimentation. The runtime with this one, it sits right around 5 hours, achievement hunters somewhere in the region of 7. So our penultimate game of the video then, Call of the Sea. We're slowing things down just a bit here before we go completely out there for the final game, but this is a first-person, narrative-driven adventure kind of puzzle experience. The story, you find yourself in the 1930s, a setting I love. You play a woman though by the name of Nora. She suffers from what is a mysterious illness. Her husband though sets out to a remote location which may hold the key, but now he is missing, so you set out to find out really what happened and to of course get him back. This game does a great job though of balancing the mystery with the emotional, and puzzles that appear they are never overwhelmingly challenging, which is a good thing because it never breaks the pace of the experience. Really enjoyed this one, the story kept me hooked from beginning to end. Don't really want to give anything away, but it's just a great world, and the mechanics, they are simple but they are effective, and by the end game I absolutely loved the cast involved. It looks great then as well, it's even optimised for the Series X and S, and it's packing around a 6-hour runtime or 8 for those achievements if you do want them. I did this game though in a couple of sittings, and it's definitely one that's a nice one just to kind of, maybe spend the weekend on. The final game then, that is Carrion, going all out pixel style gameplay here, and what we have is essentially a Metroidvania, but instead of playing the hero, it's tagged as a reverse horror. You are the alien life form, you are killing absolutely everyone. When I first saw it, I wasn't sold honestly, the movement looked fantastic in trailers, but how would it feel? And I will tell you now, it's incredibly fast paced, surprisingly responsive, and also just about as visceral as they come as you tear a path around this world, tentacles and all. The idea though, you're in a laboratory of sorts and you are trying to find your way out. The humans are tasty here, but no doubt the entire world kind of gives you a bit more, buffet variety. It is light on story as well honestly, but the team behind this game, they made an incredible one called Butcher. This is just another win with some killer pixel work and a soundtrack that just brings the science fiction stylings to life. Its issues, I wish it had a map honestly, would have really helped out, and there's a few moments it can definitely feel a little trial and error. Otherwise though, you're getting 4-ish hours for that main story. If you don't get lost, you can thank No Map for that, or 6 for that achievement run. I'd strongly suggest it though, if you want something that looks old school but tries something then just a little bit different. I can't wait to see what they follow this up with next. And that's our first 5 hidden gems. Let us know what you think of this series. We're looking to kind of break down a fair few different genres, styles and Game Pass as well, so if you have any requests, let us know in the comments down below. Then hit subscribe, maybe hit that like button if today's video helped you out, and I will see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.